Good evening and welcome to the final edition of Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC. I'm your host, Anthony Rodriguez, co-founder and producing artistic director of the Aurora Theater. And it's my pleasure to take you on this incredible journey and to partner with the Gwinnett Daily Post as we bring you cooking demonstrations, culinary tips, and catering advice from restaurants and food establishments from across Gwinnett County. It's been fun, and we've gotten to taste and experience some of the most incredible local restaurants in and around Gwinnett County. And they're right in your own backyard. You've got to check them out. Before we start tonight, I was just informed that you all need to mark your calendars for October 14th, 2021, when we will once again be at Infinite Energy Center for Good Taste Gwinnett. It'll be the live event that you've come to know and love, which will include tastings and vendors from restaurants all across the region. As you watch tonight, know that you can watch parts of this show or view the entire episode again starting tomorrow night on GwinnettDailyPost.com and for the next several months at GoodTasteGwinnett.com. You can also watch previous week's episodes if you want to catch up or revisit any of the experiences that you've seen over the last 4 weeks. Before we start cooking, I want to introduce the one who makes all of this possible, April Sorrow, Vice President of Communications for Jackson EMC.
Thank you, Anthony. I'm April Sorrow with Jackson EMC, welcoming you back to the final week of Good Taste Gwinnett. I hope you've enjoyed this series and are excited for your final show.
Thank you, April, and thank you, Jackson EMC, for powering our Good Taste Gwinnett virtual event. Also want to thank Publix, our grocery sponsor, and Belk Mall of Georgia, our official retail sponsor. We also couldn't do it without some of our supporting sponsors: Fernbank Natural History Museum, WGTA-TV, the City of Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County, and of course, your Aurora Theater. I'm here on the main stage of the Aurora Theater, but tonight we're going to visit De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar, both the kitchen and the bar. We'll also be making a stop at Publix Apron's Cooking School and Proof of the Pudding. Tonight you'll also see highlights from some of the past 4 weeks and our favorite moments. Finally, tonight is when we will announce our grand prize winners. We've got some small appliances, plus we have 2 trips to Christmas in Opryland, and also an Apple iPad and AirPods from our friends at Jackson EMC. Before we begin, watch these brief messages from our sponsors.
All the products you love in as little as 2 hours. Publix delivered, powered by Instacart.
This year has been tough on all of us. Your loved ones in your household have been more important than ever. Sometimes the simple things and an easier pace of life provides us with perspective on our values. Time with our family, meals together, moments well spent with the ones we love.
Friends, welcome to Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC. We're here today at De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar in historic downtown Lawrenceville, and we are with Diana Camacho, the chief mixologist, la mera mera, la jefa of the bar, and she is here to make us a drink. What are you making for us today,
Today
Diana?
we'll be making the De Floridian. It's our most popular drink.
The De Floridian is a margarita?
Yes.
Okay. So the De Floridian margarita, but you know, if you're in the know and you want to like feel that way at the bar, call it a De Floridian. They'll know what you're talking about.
So the De Floridian, we use herradura reposado for it. It's 2 ounces.
2 ounces.
Yes.
Ish, right?
Yeah, sometimes, I drip some of
spilled,
it.
a little spilled, but it's spilled right into the mixing cup, so that's good.
1.5 of O3 liqueur, which is orange liqueur.
What makes it De Floridian?
Because it's our signature cocktail.
Okay.
Yes,
so you're
sir.
using a great tequila,
Yes.
you're using some great
Then
orange
fresh-
liqueur.
Yes.
And homemade sour mix, right? This is
No, this is fresh lime juice. We don't use any sour mix.
Oh, no sour mix. So it's
No,
just
sir.
fresh lime juice.
And then we do a splash of agave.
A little agave syrup in there. So you wet the exterior of the glass, run it in salt. Is it a
With
particular
lime
kind of
juice.
salt, like a big chunky salt?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we also use Graminier. It's a shot, 1.5 ounces of Graminier in the bottom.
I'm excited about this cocktail, friends. This looks delightful. I'm going to tell you, when you come to this bar, when it is filled with people, this restaurant is hopping, the music is hot, you guys are going to have a good time. You're going to feel like you're in Old Havana. You can have a margarita, you can have a mojito. I can tell you, Diana will make you anything your heart desires. She is incredible. She's fun to hang out with. She is the kind of bartender you want that's going to talk to you about all of your troubles, all of your accomplishments, all of the best things in life. And if you just need to download, she's here for you. A little slice of lime on top, cap it off.
And here you go.
Woo! Beautiful. Oh, it tastes so good, and that Grand Marnier at the bottom, once it starts to fill up the rest of the glass, really brings it all together. You've got an incredible tequila selection here. I'm a big fan of tequila, so I'm fond of all of the things you've got, some of which I had never heard of. So who chooses all the tequilas here?
Me and Jaime.
You and Jaime?
Yes. So we both love tequila. So every time they come in, we try to be both here so we can try it, and then we talk about it and we choose them.
I'm incredibly excited about hanging out at this bar, especially with Diana, who's so much fun. Friends, come on down to De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar in historic downtown Lawrenceville. You're going to get an incredible drink. You're going to have an incredible new friend in Diana, and you are going to have a good time. Feel like you're in Old Havana having this amazing De Floridian cocktail. So come on down, have some fun, enjoy this drink, and we'll see you again soon on Good Taste Gwinnett. Muchísimas gracias, Jamie Ochoa, and all the crew at De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar. Thank you so much. I'm Cuban, and I appreciate everything you all are doing. The food is absolutely fantastic. Friends, you have to check them out. I'm Anthony Rodriguez, and I'm here at my Aurora Theater. Actually, your Aurora Theater, our community's theater, and it's expanding. We're in the middle of an expansion partnership with the City of Lawrenceville to create the Lawrenceville Performing Arts Center. When we finish this campus expansion, the Aurora Theater will not just house our 2 current theaters, but we'll have 2 more. We'll have a cabaret space and an outdoor courtyard, a grand theater that will seat over 500 people, rehearsal space, classroom space, a theater and complex that will serve this region for generations to come. Check it all out on our website at auroratheater.com. That's theater with an R-E. Next, we'll be heading over to Publix, our official grocery sponsor, and the Publix Aprons Cooking School with Chef LB. But before we do that, let's hear a few messages from our sponsors.
The way I got started into building, I was always intrigued by it when I was young. Started basically as soon as I could pick up a tool. I would definitely recommend the Right Choice program from Jackson EMC to any builder. It definitely just sets you a step above from other products. One thing I love about the Jackson EMC program is that they do help you all the way through the process. You're gaining a lot more energy efficiency. I believe in the Jackson EMC Right Choice program so much that I built it for my own family.
Right Choice Homes, brought to you only by Jackson EMC.
This Halloween season, take a walk on the supernatural side of science with Fernbank's Outdoor Woodland Spirits Experience. Encounter ghostly spirits, the haunted outpost, monster garden, and more through 10 acres of trees, trails, and shadows in Fernbank's Wildwoods. Open daily with evening hours during select weekend events. Experience the wonder, suspense, and excitement only at Fernbank Museum in Atlanta. Get tickets at fernbankmuseum.org/Halloween.
Friends, welcome to another episode of Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC, and where our groceries are sponsored by Publix. We're here today at Publix Aprons Cooking School with Chef LB, and he is going to make us, well, I don't know, what are you going to make us today?
We're going to do a little classic twist on the classic of a wedge salad. So we're going to do the Caesar wedge salad. So we've got a lot of ingredients here that are all going to go together in the same thing. So I'm going to walk, kind of put them in as I walk you through them. So a lot of anchovy paste is really important when we're making our Caesar dressing. We like to do it in the tube because, one, it holds for a much longer time, and you don't have those like just itty bitty extra pieces of sardines that you don't end up using.
Now we've got people that are watching this and they're saying anchovy paste. I'm never going to use anchovy paste in anything. But really, it adds a really incredible flavor without having to add a bunch of additional salt, and you're not gonna notice it.
When we do this in kids classes especially, we have them make a Caesar dressing. When I find the kid who's the squirmiest to put the anchovy paste in, and all of them don't want to eat it, but the first person who tastes it says, that is fantastic. Yeah. I'm also going to add some more of that mustard we were using earlier. This is going to be part of our emulsifiers, and you don't have to use this type. You can use yellow mustard, but I would definitely say go with a Dijon at least style. Some Tabasco sauce. I'm going to use a few dashes. That is just to give it a little bit of tartness, but if you want to go spicier, by all means, go a little heavier and use something a little spicier if you'd like. I'm going to use the Leon Perrins. And like I said, I'm not going to say the actual name because I'm not going to ruin the pronunciation of that sauce.
I thought you were just avoiding the bottle of Worcestershire sauce because you were like, I'm not going to try it.
I'm gonna let you say it. And some honey. So I like to add honey, just a little bit, to most of my emulsified dressings. And then I'm going to add some herbs. You don't have to do the herbs. I really like adding some fresh herbs to mine. So some oregano, just gonna pull that straight off and throw it in there. Don't worry about chopping it up. And then some basil. I'm just gonna tear it a little bit. And basil is one of my favorite herbs.
So you're not even chopping that up, you're just tearing it up and throwing it right into the dressing.
I'm barely even tearing it. I mean, I'm just splitting the leaves in half. I'm gonna take a pinch of pepper and I'm going to pulse it up just a little bit. So just kind of get a little bit of a paste going. And then I'm gonna start adding my extra virgin olive oil as I'm turning it on. So you're gonna look at it and you're gonna say, that looks split. That is not emulsified. But
you're gonna keep working it.
I'm just gonna keep working it and I'm gonna keep going. And what's nice about a mason jar is they have little measurements on the side. So you can see once you get to that quarter cup, that half a cup. So I'm gonna put my immersion blender at an angle and then
just keep it running while you're pouring in the olive oil.
It's gonna be just like a little boat motor. We're gonna add some truffle oil. Make it a little fancier, right? Right at the end, I'm gonna take this out just for a second. And I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice.
Wow, the mason jar really comes in handy for this application. It's perfect.
I'm gonna add a little bit more. And the more oil you add, it's actually going to get thicker. So your recipe says a quarter cup of, we'll probably use that entire little bottle right there. Drizzle it on.
So, and you just took a head of lettuce and cut it into quarters.
Just cut it into quarters. I got rid of the stem by just cutting it straight out. Got some hard-boiled eggs, which you just put nicely around your salad. And then some Parm crisps. So
those are just Parmesan crackers?
These are just the little Parmesan crackers that you'd find in our deli department.
Oh yeah, available in the deli section.
Take some black pepper right on top, and then season each one of your eggs with a little bit of salt. And you have a nice, quick Caesar wedge salad.
And then if you want, go where the canned fish are and get yourself some extra anchovies and put them right on top.
100%, go get yourself some extra anchovies.
Chef LB, thank you so much. This Caesar salad looks spectacular, and I can't wait to get a taste of that. Friends, we're at my favorite part of Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC and sponsored by our friends at Publix. Today, we are at Publix Aprons Cooking School with Chef LB, and he has made this incredible Caesar salad that I am about to taste. This salad is so amazingly crisp, and that dressing is absolutely perfect. All of the flavors of a Caesar salad that you want right here. The Parmesan crisps, those are spectacular, and I can find them in the deli section, right?
You can.
And I love the addition of hard-boiled eggs. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, my friend. It has been a pleasure cooking with you on Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC, where our groceries are sponsored by Publix. We'll see you again soon. Again, I'm Anthony Rodriguez from the Aurora Theater. When we see you again, we'll get cooking. Thank you, Publix Aprons Cooking School, and thank you, Chef LB, for that incredible demonstration. And thank you, Publix, for being the official grocery sponsor for Good Taste Gwinnett. Now, You've seen a lot of different appliances and a lot of different things that people have been using in these demonstrations, and you can find many of those at Belk Mall of Georgia. And even better yet, if you go there on November 13th, 14th, or 15th for Charity Days, you can pick up a charity ticket for $5, but you'll instantly be able to use that for $10 off anything they have. Your first purchase, you'll get $10 off. And that $5 that you paid for your charity ticket will stay with the charity that sold you the ticket. And even better yet, you're going to get some incredible days at Belk Mall of Georgia, and you're going to get your discount with your charity ticket. Look, it's better than Black Friday. Before we head back to De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar for some dessert, let's hear a few brief messages from our sponsors.
My kids are going to see this, right?
Sweetie, this is your mother speaking.
I need you to listen to me with both ears.
Now, growing up, you probably thought that I was overprotective, but it was my job to make sure that you were safe. And guess what? It still is.
So for the millionth time,
wash your hands.
Wash your hand. Wash your dang hands.
Why?
Because the experts said so.
And because I said so.
And another thing, keep your distance.
6 feet is fine, but 60 feet is better.
And wear a mask. Nobody wants your nasty germs. I know I told you sharing is caring, but this is not what I meant. And don't test me on this. I brought you into this world, and I can take you out.
You know I love you. But if you don't listen to me, I will call your mother-in-law.
And would it kill you to call your mother once in a while?
Hey friends, we're here at De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar in historic downtown Lawrenceville. I'm here with Adiel, and no meal would be complete without un cafecito, a little coffee, and un postre, a dessert. So what do we have? What are we going to serve up here, Adiel?
Today we're going to be serving our guava cheesecake. It's like our other desserts. It's homemade.
So everything is homemade here.
Yes,
all
sir.
the desserts are homemade. This is
Everything's
fantastic, and
Yes.
I love guava. I'm not, you and I talked. You may not like guava, but I love guava. It's a fruit. It's not the sweetest fruit on the planet, but it does have a sweetness and a little bit of acidity. And I love the taste of guava. I grew up with pastelitos de guava and all those sorts of things. So serve it up for us.
All right.
So we're gonna get a nice big slice,
yes, sir,
of guava cheesecake, and it looks really beautiful.
Tastes even better. This is a guava sauce. It's a guava syrup.
So beautiful guava sauce that they are plating on here, and some whipped cream. And then some mint leaves, right?
A couple mint leaves on there. There we go. And it's ready.
That is beautiful. Adiel, thank you so much. This is perfect. Nothing ends a meal better than a little postre, a little dessert, and un cafecito. This is a cortadito, my favorite. I can't wait to taste this. Adiel, thank you so much for putting this dessert together for me. I'm going to get a big scoop of whipped cream and this guava cheesecake, and hopefully I can keep it all together. That's delicious. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
The coffee is perfect. It's sweet, it's bitter, it's perfect. It's exactly what you want from a Cuban coffee. Friends, thank you so much for joining us today here at De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar in historic downtown Lawrenceville. Come and visit them. Everybody is a joy to hang out with. You're gonna have a good time, and you're gonna have an incredible meal. And join us again next time when we are on Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC. Nothing closes out a meal quite like dessert and coffee. Thank you so much, Jamie, and your crew there at De Floridian Cuban Cuisine and Bar in Lawrenceville. Now I want to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsor, Jackson EMC, our grocery sponsor, Publix, and our official retail sponsor, Belk Mall of Georgia. And I want to thank you for joining us for Good Taste Gwinnett virtual event. It's been a little different this year, but we appreciate you sticking with us and watching all of these episodes. Gwinnett Daily Post wants to invite everyone to come out for the Gwinnett County Health Fair on November 7th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Bogan Park. And this is brought to you by Northeast Georgia Heart Center and Northeast Georgia Physicians Group. This is a live free event that is open to the public. We'll also be doing a food drive that day, so please bring a canned good or non-perishable food item with you that day. And the first 200 people will receive a special goodie bag. Now, before we see some clever ideas on serving cocktails from our friends at Proof of the Pudding, let's hear a few brief messages from our sponsors, including your very own Aurora Theater.
My name is Dan, and I'm a proud owner of a Right Choice home. Our family is a multi-generation family. My parents live with us along with my 2 kids. Our energy consumption is a lot higher than a normal family. If somebody's considering building a new home, I would recommend using the Right Choice program from Jackson EMC. It will be great for them in the long run with the cost savings and the energy efficiency that they'll be gaining.
Right Choice Homes, brought to you only by Jackson EMC.
Friends, welcome to another episode of Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC. I'm your host, Anthony Rodriguez from the Aurora Theater, and today we're at Proof of the Pudding, learning all about entertaining. I'm here with Stephanie and Chef Vaughn for my favorite part of entertaining, the cocktail portion. So what have you got for us today, Stephanie?
Well, it's really how we get our party started, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And there's no better host in a home than Vaughn. But I like to host friends and family members all the time, so I'd like to give you some ideas of ways that you can put together a beverage part of your evening and have it easy for you once they arrive and you get to enjoy yourself.
Now we've got some very exciting things in this bowl, Chef. Do you want to talk about that for a little bit?
This is my piece of the show here. I love these ice cubes, and I just learned to make those. Stephanie literally gave me, or let me borrow these rubber things here, and I've been making round ice cubes at home during this COVID time.
And you can buy those silicone molds in virtually any shape, right?
So many. But what I like about them is that I love two reasons. So I made one ice cube. I put some different oranges and things like that in, and that's great to use for ice water. So as you're drinking your water, it gets infused. And the other good thing, if it's just a plain ice cube, is it do not thin down your cocktail.
Right, no. It melts a lot more slowly.
That's the way to have a cocktail. Right. Yeah. So that was my part about the ice cubes.
Well, Vaughn, your ice cubes actually inspired a beverage for me today. And I love the idea of when guests arrive at your home that you can pour them something very simple, have the garnishes ready, the mixed beverage ready, but just kind of put it together for them so you don't get lost in your conversation. So by your ice cubes, I was inspired to put together this delicious blood orange lemonade.
There we go.
Of course, we're gonna spike it,
but you haven't pre-spiked it.
We haven't pre-spiked it, because what if you don't go through all that?
Right, what if somebody doesn't want alcohol,
correct.
Right?
Or if somebody wants a different type of alcohol.
Exactly.
We all have our preferences.
Right, because this would go well with vodka or with bourbon or something like that.
Or with gin, which is my preference.
There you go.
So we've got this beautiful strawberry, blood orange, and mint ice cube that Chef Vaughn made for us. And then I made a blood orange lemonade. I made my own lemon simple syrup and used some freshly squeezed blood orange juice as well as lemon. And here it is in this glass.
Wow.
And then for a wonderful fresh garnish for it, this is just
what
a
is that?
It's a cucumber peel. So you take your cucumber and you would peel down
Hang on a minute now.
Yes, you just took like a ribbon of cucumber and then folded it over.
It looks like a harmonica, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. This is, so you just kind of put them on like that, yeah.
Yep.
This is really cool. So Stephanie, what is this? This make your own cocktail?
So, yes. So I also think what would be fun for your guests to do is if they come and they go to a section of your kitchen or whatever, give them the opportunity to make their own drink, your own fun signature cocktail of the evening. And we're gonna make Vaughn's
You know, this is my favorite, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
this is just what I like about, I love to talk, but I also like history. I actually Googled the history behind Aperol. I didn't know that this is over 100 years old. This was invented by two brothers in Italy who inherited a liquor store from their dad, and it took them 5 or 6 years to develop that. And I mean, this is the things that a host can talk about.
Absolutely.
Because we,
But that bottle's not 100 years old.
No, it's
and
not.
it's not going to last
No, it's
more
gonna-
than
you're gonna
another
finish
10
that
minutes.
before
We've
you
already
out
been
here,
through
yeah.
one of our house parties, but let me make this real quick for you. And then again, like provide your guests with their own little instructions.
Right,
So-
you've got the menu out here for the instructions for how to make this particular drink, and then they can riff on it however they want. If they want a little more of this, a little more of that.
That's correct. It's an easy 3-2-1 drink.
1, 2, 3.
3 parts of champagne.
So, and
A
there
little
we
bit extra
go.
if you want to.
There you go.
2 parts of the Aperol.
I know you're gonna put this in.
Yes.
I know you're gonna put this in. And then look at that
Stephanie's a big
color.
fan of blood oranges, I'm
This
guessing.
is
I actually am, and
They're very pretty.
season
Yeah.
right now. And then 1 part soda water. And then we've got this beautiful blood orange that would be a fun little garnish. for your glass.
Stephanie.
Vaughn, this is your favorite beverage.
Thank you. Toast to
Vaughn.
the world and
Enjoy.
Thank you for that.
Friends, thank you so much for joining us here at Good Taste Gwinnett virtual event powered by Jackson EMC. I'm very grateful to be here with Stephanie and
We're happy
Chef
to have
Vaughn. They've taught me all about cocktails for your entertainment needs at home. This is spectacular. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go make much better ice cubes thanks to both
yeah.
of you. We'll see you again on another episode of Good Taste Gwinnett powered by Jackson EMC. As usual, I'm your host, Anthony Rodriguez from the Aurora Theater. And next time, we'll get drinking. Chef Vaughn, thank you to you and your team at Proof of the Pudding. We've learned some incredible things about entertaining and about making a great cocktail. Thanks again for joining us for our final edition of Good Taste Gwinnett. And special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Jackson EMC. We couldn't have done it without you. Or our grocery sponsor, Publix, and our retail sponsor, Belk Mall of Georgia. And to all of our supporting sponsors who made this year's Good Taste Gwinnett virtual event possible, we want to thank Fernbank Museum of Natural History, WGTA-TV, the City of Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County, and our very own Aurora Theater. And of course, we want to thank all of the chefs and restaurateurs who were involved in this year's Good Taste Gwinnett. They made this all possible. I hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as I have, and occasionally had a drink when I did. Now let's see some highlights from all of the great recipes and tips that we've experienced over the last 4 weeks. And after that, we're going to give away some prizes. Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Good Taste Gwinnett powered by Jackson EMC. And we're going to get cooking. Chef, what are we cooking today?
We're gonna be cooking pollo a la mexicana.
Ooh, that sounds
which is
great.
really good. Chicken breast.
Okay, and it's been marinated?
Yes, that's the special recipe.
Okay, so you're not, you won't give us that recipe?
No, for sure. All right.
Well, that's what makes it special, right?
Exactly.
It's your personal recipe. I wish you all could be here to smell this kitchen. It's absolutely incredible. The smells in here, it's just permeating. It's fantastic. I wish you could be here with me.
I'm gonna go straight in with the mustard sauce. A couple tablespoons of mustard sauce.
Now, how much beer did you use?
I use the whole can. In your recipe, it'll say a quarter cup.
But if you use the whole can, LB, you don't have any left to drink while you're cooking the sauce.
Fortunately, these come in 6-packs, so I've got 5 left to drink.
Perfect, then we're set. And it's thickening up so much just with the addition of that second cheese. I can imagine when you put in this last cheese, it's gonna get super thick.
Put that in here.
And you just toast those up in the oven.
Just throw those in the oven for just 400 degrees for about 3 or 4 minutes.
And you're good to go.
You're good to go.
So I got this flown in specially. We get it every week. So this is a Patagonian sea bass, right off of the sea bass. And then this is what we're gonna sell today. He's sauteing quinoa. We cook the quinoa in a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 parts water, 1 part quinoa. And just like that, and then that's it. We sell it to the customer.
I work like I'm trying to cook for 200 people. I set it up organized. I line it up like soldiers on a straight line because that's the way you get it
Well,
to
and you
work
can
for
remember all the
You-
ingredients.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
you have your mise en place, you're ready to go, right?
You know that word.
I do.
Wow.
I know. I do a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
The thing that's so beautiful about this, Chef, is that your guests are already getting an amazing presentation if you want them to watch you cook. Because the way you've laid it out is absolutely beautiful.
That is right.
Oh, that's a beautiful piece of meat. That is gorgeous. Oh, that looks spectacular, Inocencio. Oh, here comes the chimichurri sauce for the steak. I bet if I ask really nicely, I can get some extra on the side. I want a little extra chimichurri. Wow, that is beautiful. Friends, I'm sorry you can't be here to smell this. It's absolutely incredible. My mouth is watering. I'm looking forward to tasting this in just a few minutes. Oh, there goes some spices in there.
Yeah, the blackening seasoning going in. We're going to just let that toast and let the peppers and the aromas sort of open up in that fat.
So the pasta just goes right in, a little bit of water. This is fantastic.
And then everything moves sort of quick from here. A couple of nicely skilled tosses, but you can start to see the sauce come together.
Now,
Yeah.
Rico does speak. He does, but
A
he's
lot.
concentrating diligently on making sure this dish comes together.
That's right. And we'll just garnish a little bit extra cheese, our tomatoes, and some nice freshly chopped parsley. And voila.
Voila, that is fantastic.
Elegant as can be, nice, simple, easy dish, and satisfying. Like, there's not anybody that's gonna walk away from that.
I'm looking forward to an incredible lunch. I can't wait to taste this. So after we plate it, we're gonna get to taste this together, but virtually together, right? You won't be here for it, but I promise you, I will enjoy it for all of us. Well, that is spectacular. That's our finished product.
Yes, it's
it
the
looks
finished product.
beautiful. Oh my God.
How is it?
Oh my God. It's like a pizza on top of a burger. It's everything you ever want. It's ooey, it's gooey with the ravioli and the provolone. I'm Anthony Rodriguez from the Aurora Theater. Join us again for Good Taste Gwinnett, powered by Jackson EMC. A toast. Salud.
Salud.
And we'll see you again on Good Taste Gwinnett.
All the products you love in as little as 2 hours. Publix delivered, powered by Instacart.
Friends, it has been my absolute pleasure hosting Good Taste Gwinnett virtual event this year. I've gotten to visit all sorts of restaurants across Gwinnett County, some that I've visited before, some that were absolutely new to me. I got to experience creating incredible entertaining place settings with proof of the pudding, things I wouldn't have been able to do before. Thank you, Gwinnett Daily Post, for making that possible, and thank you, Jackson EMC, for powering this year's Good Taste Gwinnett virtual event. And before I forget, we've got one last thing to do. We've got some incredible prizes to give away. When you registered, that made you eligible for prizes, and tonight we're giving away the grand prizes. We've got some appliances, we've got 2 Christmas in Opryland trips, and we have an Apple iPad and AirPods from our presenting sponsor, Jackson EMC. So let's see who those winners are. If your name is mentioned, you'll be receiving an email on how to pick up your prize. All right, let's get to announcing the winners. A Duo Nova Instapot from Belk Mall of Georgia goes to Chef's Package holder Jennifer Simmons from Lawrenceville. A Bun Speed Brew Select from Belk Mall of Georgia goes to Chef Package holder Rhonda Warner from Swanee. A Cuisinart Complete Chef Nonstick Cookware from Belk Mall of Georgia goes to Chef's Package holder Patricia Riley from Buford. New Wave Brio Air Fryer from Belk Mall of Georgia goes to Chef Package holder Mendy Randall from Decula. And now, friends, our first trip to Christmas in Opryland, pulled from all of our registrants, goes to Gene Fossler. Our second trip to Christmas in Opryland, from VIP and Chef's ticket holders, goes to VIP ticket holder Charlotte Jackson from Flowery Branch. And the grand prize winner of an Apple iPad and Apple AirPods from our presenting sponsor, Jackson EMC. This was pulled from all event registrations, goes to VIP ticket holder Cleo Gladden of Lawrenceville. Wow, congratulations to each and every one of you. Now remember, you're going to be able to view this event starting tomorrow on GwinnettDailyPost.com and any of the episodes from our past 4 weeks on GoodTasteGwinnett.com for several months to come. So please tune in, and don't forget, next year we're going to be live again at the Infinite Energy Center on October 14th, 2021, and I expect to see you there in person. I'm Anthony Rodriguez, co-founder and producing artistic director of the Aurora Theater, and it has been my pleasure to host this year's Good Taste Gwinnett virtual event powered by Jackson EMC. Thank you, Jackson EMC, and all of this year's Good Taste Gwinnett sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. And a personal thanks to the Gwinnett Daily Post for asking me to host this year's event. I'll see you next year on October 14th, 2021 for Good Taste Gwinnett, live and in person at Infinite Energy Center. And then we'll get cooking.
Gwinnett County is pleased to announce our health fair event for 2020 and welcomes you to join us on Saturday, November 7th at Bogan Park Community Center in Buford. All vendors and attendees will be required to wear a mask in the facility. For the safety of all of our guests, temperatures will be taken upon entrance to the event. Join us Saturday, November 7th at Bogan Park Community Center in Buford.